Brewer, Bob Pompeani, Andrew Fillipponi. We have a lot of vowels here tonight. 412-575-2600 is the number. We got a lot of tweets here. This one from Al Richardson on Twitter, at KDPomp, at the Pony Express. He says, enough with Antonio Brown. He isn't worth anyone's attention. I don't want to give any more airtime. Jared Stark says on Twitter, if the Pirates are truly serious about contending this year, Gio Gonzalez and Dallas Keuchel are out there. Real quick, Andrew, those two guys are out there. They're very good pitchers, especially Keuchel. They have a good pitching staff, the Pirates do. But a play like that would make it probably one of the best in the National League start to finish.
Yeah, because right now I think they have, from top to bottom, if you include the bullpen, they probably have the best pitching in the NL Central. But they've got where the run's going to come from. And so I think you're going to need to be dominant as a pitching staff to make up for that. And right now they've got 4 average to above average starters. Keuchel or Gonzalez would give you 5, and that would, I think, give you a decided edge over teams like St. Louis and Chicago, who also have pretty good pitching.
Dan in Mount Lebanon is next on the Sports Call. Hey, Dan, what's up?
Hi, Dan.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're good, thank you.
Hey, do you realize that it can hear what you're saying when on hold?
Yes, but we didn't say anything.
Well,
we're cautious about
but,
that. I mean, you can hear everything.
yeah. Enough about Antonio Brown. Let's talk Penguins hockey.
Sure, go ahead.
What about how about how spectacular the team has been playing? I mean, I know it's got a little ugly there, but you know,
but without their
really
key
putting up some great numbers.
players, you have. Thanks for the call, Dan. We have 4 defensemen who are out, and they're prominent contributors mostly. Brian Rust is out, and yet here, even in Buffalo, Andrew, I thought they were the better team. I thought they were the better team in Philly. I thought they were a better team last night. That says a lot about these guys and what they've been able to do to step up.
Well, Crosby, Murray, Gensel just got over 30 goals. I think McCann, they had guys when they won the Stanley Cup, those back-to-back years, Bob, who walked into the dressing room midstream, whether they were players from the minor leagues like Sherry and Rust, Gensel the second year, who gave them a shot in the arm. And I think McCann is doing that for this team. He's been, of the players they've acquired in trades, the most impressive to me. He's scored 6 goals in 17 games. If you forecast that out over a full season, you're talking about a 30-goal scorer, and I didn't think we were getting that when they made the trade.
And he was kind of perceived as the throw-in.
Yeah, he was.
That deal. No disrespect intended. It was Nick Bukestad.
Well, Bukestad's big money, Bob.
Right. And so McCann was a guy who's 22. Hey, the thing about him, he's 22 years old.
He's younger than Bluger. He's younger than Simone. He's now their youngest regular player, and I see considerable upside. He's a guy that can play for me in all situations.
John and Brentwood, you're next up right here on Pittsburgh CW. Hey, John.
Hey. Jung Ho Gung, he's got to play third. The guy barrels so many balls. His outs are line drives. Somebody get this guy an Uber or a Lyft and let him play starting third base.
Well, I think right now he has certainly the edge. I haven't seen anything from Colin Moran that tells me that he's going to win that battle, if it is a battle, and I think it is a battle. You can't platoon Jung Ho Gung. If you did, you never see him.
Because he'd only play against lefties.
Right, and how many lefties do you really see?
Not too many. Lester's one in the division.
Yeah.
I think you know what Moran is at this point, don't you?
He's a singles hitter, you know, maybe.
Doesn't have a lot of range, doesn't have great speed. He'll probably hit 11 to 12 home runs if you give him enough at-bats. And Gung has the X factor, even though he's missed 2 years. So I think in the Pirates' position, you might as well roll the dice and see what you've got in him.
But if things don't go well and he doesn't do that, now that you're back to where you are, plus you don't know who your shortstop is, this is what I'm talking about. Even with a good starting pitching staff and a really good bullpen, you still have to score.
Their whole infield has a bunch of questions.
Right.
Frazier's never played second base full-time at the big league level. I think Josh Bell is a major question mark. To go from 26 home runs back down to 12, everybody in the division but them has a great first baseman. Rizzo in Chicago, Votto in Cincinnati, Aguilar in Milwaukee, now Goldschmidt in what you have in Bell. They've got to provide, someone's got to give them easy run production. Hit the ball over the wall, give them home runs, and I don't see a 25 to 30 home run hitter in their lineup.
So if I'm looking at MVPs or people who have to be really good for the Pirates this year, Bell and Marte would be my 2. Who would be your 2? I mean, position players.
Position players?
Position players.
I like both of those choices, to be honest with you. And I think one guy on the left side of the infield has to establish himself, whether it's Gonzalez is a really good defensive player or Gung is someone who chips in and gives them some offense.
All right, Ernest in Monroeville. Make it quick, please, Ernest. How you doing?
Yeah. Hey, Bob, how you both doing?
What's up?
Hey, Ernest.
Hey, All right, real quick. I think the Steelers suck it up. They're not going to get nothing much from Antonio Brown because he's running his mouth too much. So you know what? Move on. Let them both go. Let Brown go and let Le'Veon Bell go, and go ahead on in the draft. Get you some receivers and a running back, and let's all quit talking about both of them. Move on, Pittsburgh.
Well, you move on, but you do not want to just get rid of Brown. I think there's going to be a team eventually. You may have to pay that bonus in March to keep him around to the draft, because the draft things can heat up.
I had John Clayton on my show this week, and he said what he heard at the Combine was third-round pick at best. And that's not the significant compensation that Kevin Colbert's talking about. You would dump, that would be a dump,
right.
A third-round pick.
And we have to dump to the commercial break right now.